So I wanted to talk about one of my favorite Magick books, and this is a book that got me started on this kind of whole journey in the first place. It's by a group of magicians called the Gallery of Magick, and here it is. It's called Words of Power, and I'll put a link in this description. But this is one of my absolute favorite books on magic, because what the Gallery of Magick have done is they've basically taken what could be very complex magic and made it absolutely perfect for people who have never been involved with magic before. And this was the first book that I bought of theirs, and I'm going to tell you right now, the spells in here are absolutely brilliant, because what they've done is they've gone, instead of I guess using old world language, they've made it accessible. So I've just opened a page here, and this spell is all about making a project go viral. Now, I actually used this spell myself to write a LinkedIn post, and it absolutely shocked me how much of a result I got from that. I've used things like make my money go further, win an argument, all these kind of things. So now there are things that are ongoing that are still, and I used this book probably back in 2015, so there are still things that this book is doing from early spells that I've done with it, and it's really an extraordinarily good book. The Make Your Money Go Further spell that I did, and the Gallery of Magick will actually talk to you and explain that magic doesn't necessarily always show up the way you expect it to. And Make My Money Go Further, when I did that spell, I actually went away for a weekend with my family, and we parked the car in a parking space that was supposed to be for 1 hour. I didn't realise it was an hour parking, and literally we were coming back to the car, and this is exactly the kind of thing that I would expect to happen with this, with the benefit of hindsight from a book like this. And we came back to the car, and basically there was a traffic warden just walking past our car, and I looked at the traffic warden. We'd been there for 4 or 5 hours, and I'm like, I'm sure we got a ticket, but we didn't get a ticket. And I went up to the traffic warden who was walking past, and I said, hey mate, sorry, what's the time allowance on the parking here? And he goes, oh, it's literally an hour and that's it, and then you get a ticket. And I said, how much are the tickets? And he goes, it's £80. And I'm like, okay, so it's quite an expensive ticket. And he goes, yeah. And I said, I don't have a ticket, does that mean you haven't given me a ticket? And he goes, I've just come on, mate, so this is the first time I've seen your car. That, coincidence or not, is exactly the kind of thing that will happen with a book like this. So highly recommended. The Gallery of Magick is a very awesome creators of magical books. I've got most of them, and I'm going to go through some more of them in another time.